You see, people who are tellers think that if they give you a lot of information, if they vomit out what they know, that you're going to benefit from that. That's what happens to us in music. People get lost in the minutia, in the details, to the point that it discourages a lot of people from learning music.
Dear Diary, I am so excited. Uncle said he is going to send me a new guitar. He knows I have always wanted to learn how to play. He plays so well.
One of my frustrations with academia is that they tend to teach music from the inside, from the middle out. They tend to use technical words that make us feel like we're not part of the club. And I just don't like to get caught up in the minutia of the whole thing.
Dear Diary, my new guitar should arrive any time now. I am so excited. I have always wanted to play the guitar. I can imagine snowy nights by a warm fireplace and hot chocolate, just me and my new best friend. What could be better? But I have to admit, I do worry whether or not I have the natural talent one needs to be able to play well.
You know, there are some people in this world that absolutely thrive on that kind of thing. They really get off on the details. That's really, really important to them, like Latin words for the bacteria that lives in yellow snow. Good job.
Dear Diary, it's here, it's here. It is so beautiful. I can't wait to learn. Uncle plays so well, and he was kind enough to send me a letter with some instructions. Good night, Diary. Don't be surprised if I sleep with my new best friend. I need to get a good night's rest so I can get an early start tomorrow.
You see, people who are tellers think that if they give you a lot of information, if they vomit out what they know, that you're going to benefit from that. They give you the what of a matter.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so intervals, W, and the W has 1 and 2 degrees, but then this 2 goes to the next interval with the number 3 degree. So H column has a C hashtag, a F hashtag, a G hashtag, and then it has a BB, a EB, a AB, and then I'm supposed to double and go to I? Ay, 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 ay.
You know, there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is just knowing stuff. Wisdom is knowing how it applies in a practical situation, especially in music. And there's a lot of people that have had their musical engines seized and stopped flat because of information overload. And I don't ever want to get involved in that.
Dear Diary, my greatest fears have come true. Aunt Sally says I wasn't born with the talent that is needed to play well. I guess she's right. I'll just hang this beautiful instrument on the wall where it can be enjoyed by others.
Teachers, on the other hand, know that they need to get the information from the head down into the heart. So they choose their words, they organize their thoughts in a way that gives you not the what of a subject, but the why of a subject. Did you notice in that journal entry that the young woman was really unsure of her abilities? She's buying into that societal norm, that social mores that you have to have talent in order to play an instrument well, which I do not believe in at all, and more on that. Now, the problem is that that story I just showed you is actually true. It happened to a young child with that exact same piece of paper. Now, I'm not here to disparage anyone. I'm not telling you that tellers are bad people. I am just going to say that the percentages are off. 80% they want to let you know how much they know. 20% they're concerned with how much of that you can obtain, or I should say retain. Years ago, I went to a man that I respect very much, and I asked him, how do you change the oil on a car? I had just gotten my first car. I was a young boy. And I kid you not, after about 2 hours and getting on the subject of the effects of altitude on the viscosity of oil, all I could think about was how bad I needed to make some yellow snow. The only thing that I can recall from that conversation was altitude, viscosity, and I have to tinkle really, really bad. I asked my Uncle Sherrill, I said, hey, how do you change the oil on this car? And he said, basically you zip that and you boom, boom, pour that in there, glug, glug, check it, put it back in, and I've been changing my oil ever since. You see, intellectual incontinence can get in the way, cause you to seize your engine and freeze right up. I know I'm talking to you right now and my dog is looking at something. Is that a deer behind me, or hopefully it's not a big Sasquatch? What are you looking at? You're freaking me out. So, like I say, tellers are not bad people, but they can give us information overload to the point that we totally get discouraged. And if that's ever happened to you, fear not. You know, it's an unusually beautiful day here for a Northeast Ohio winter. Pretty soon the leaves will be popping. They won't look like that anymore. And when the leaves are popping and the sun is out and the spring is here, you'll say, man, that is music to my ears. And you would be wrong. All the best.